Okay, so start by standing, and we say it's just important to try and wake up this space between ribs and hips. So we've done this one several times. And start by your side. You're just going to slide your hands down the outside of your leg. Okay, so you're trying to not move the hips, try not to lift with the shoulders, just slide the hands down the outside of the leg. That's it, good. Just that little easing down, feeling that stretch go from the ribs to the hips. Good. And so try and stay as upright as possible. The tendency is to roll in, trying not to roll in. Okay, so now you take those feet a little bit wider. So now you push the hip across and slide the hand down. Push the hip across and slide the hand down. Again, try and stay as upright as possible. You're trying to get your fingertips to touch just below the knee. So you push the hips and the hands just go just below the knee. So slide down, push the hip away, slide down. Good. Okay, so you extend that stretch now by taking the arm over the head. So you push the hip away, slide the hand down the leg, but take your other arm over the head. And again, make that focus that you're trying to get your arm as close to your ear as you can as you stretch away. So really work on that, keeping the arm close to the ear, push the hips away, stretch. And just try to create all that space between ribs and hips. Good. You're pushing the hips, sliding away, arm goes over the head. Good. Just do two more. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so a little bit of rotation in now. So my left foot stays still, my right heel turns over my left big toe. So my left foot stays still, my right heel turns over my left big toe. I'm trying to get shoulders and hips around. I'm going to now extend that movement by raising the arms up above the head. So again, try and balance, the arms finish up above the head, and again, your goal is to try and squeeze your ears with your arms. Make sure that your left foot keeps pointing forward. We're going the same way each time, right heel over left big toe, arms stay close to the ears, try and turn your torso through 90 degrees. We'll do two more. Good. Okay, now the same the other way. So right foot stays still, left heel goes over. Just start off without the arms, so just get used to moving those hips through, getting those shoulders turning around. So you start to warm up foot and ankle, and then we can add the arms. Okay, and again, you might find it not so easy one way as the other. Make sure that your right foot keeps facing forward, that the heel stays down, and the big toe stays down. Your fingertips reach to the ceiling, and we're getting that torso to turn through 90 degrees. Good. Good workout for hips and lower back as well. Good, just do one more. And then resting there. Okay, so both hands now go outside your right hip. You're just going to step your left foot across, sweep the hands over that left knee and around that left hip. Still keeping your shoulders, your chest facing forward. Right leg stays fairly straight. The right foot, if you can, stays flat on the floor as you sweep those hands over that left knee. You step and sweep across. Good. You step and you sweep across. Good. So two more. Good, and then we'll do the same to the other side. So both hands outside your left hip, right foot goes across, sweep those hands. Have the feeling you're pushing your right hip back, keeping that left foot flat on the floor, left leg stays straight. Good. So you sit back onto your right heel, left leg stays straight, sweep those hands over the knee, around the hip, but keeping the shoulders facing forward as much as you can. Good. Just do two more. Good. Okay, so a little bit of balance in now. So I'm going to step across to the left. As I step to the left, my right knee goes up, my arms go up, then I come back to standing. So I'm always stepping to the left, arms go up, right knee goes up, balance, come back to standing. You step across, drive the knee up, hold, then come back to standing. So you're trying to pause in that second there with the knee up in the air. Try and pause almost the count of 3. Nice. 2, 3, and down. That's it. So just make sure you pause, engage your core muscles. Again, squeeze the ears with your arms. Reach as high as you can, and feel that you're staying as tall as you can through that movement. Good. We'll do 2 more. Good. Reach up. Good. And then rest. Okay, so same principle. You're taking the right foot across, left knee goes up, balance, and come back. Again, take note which side do you feel more stable on. Squeezing the ears with the arms, hands reach up to the ceiling. You're staying as tall as you can. That knee tries to get up as high as your hips. So balance is about being able to maintain balance through the movement. Particularly important with the golf swing. Staying stable whilst moving. Good. So 2 more. Good. Okay, so now we combine these movements. So hands start on the right hip. I'm stepping my left foot across. As I do that, my right knee will come up. But as I do that, my hands are going to sweep around, come back to standing. So left foot goes across, right knee comes up, and I'm trying to stay balanced. Again, try and keep your shoulders and your hips facing forward. You want your right knee driving straight up, not going around the corner. The hands go around the corner, but your shoulders stay square to start off with. Good. Drive that knee up, stay stable. Staying balanced on that left leg. Good. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, you turn your body and your leg as you do that. So you turn your body and your leg and still try and stay balanced. Much more now like your follow through for right-handed golfers. Stepping into staying balanced as you do that movement. Good. 2 more. Well done. Okay, so hands on the left hip. So you start off just gentle. You step across. Knee comes up. Chest faces forward. Try and keep that knee directly in front of you as you sweep the hands across. And again, engage your core muscles. You're trying to stay as stable as you can as you bring those hands across. They stay on the same plane. The hands. Good. Okay, now they make it a bit more challenging. Turn your shoulders and your hips and stay balanced. Good. The knee comes up, good. Shoulders turn around. You stay balanced. Good. Again, 2 more. And rest, okay? So extending this again. So this time, my left foot goes across, my right knee comes up, but this time I take my hands up and over my left shoulder. So I'm going up and over my left shoulder. So sweeping the hands up and over. The left foot goes across, right knee goes up. And again, if you can, get the head and shoulders to turn to follow those arms. And say, if you don't play golf, these movements will come in very handy at the nightclub when it opens. So don't think you're wasting your time just because you don't play golf. They will look good on the dance floor. I would go 2 to one side, 2 to the other. That'd be my movement. Just make sure you don't hit anybody as you do that. Let's just do 1 more. Good, okay. So same now the other way. So hands outside, the left hip, right foot goes across. Take the hands over your right shoulder. Again, if you can, get the knees and the shoulders to turn, and you stay balanced. No falling over onto the settee. As you do that, you throw the arms over, knee comes up, engage the core, staying poised. Feel that almost a pause at the top of the movement, then you come back down. So rather like a pendulum swing, there's just that little pause, and then back down. So you've completed your backswing, and you're ready now to attack the ball. Good. Good. So 2 more. Good, well done. Okay, so have a quick sip of water. That's warmed you up and kept you quiet, isn't it? Right, so now you're going to lie down on your back with knees together and feet together. So you lie on your back with knees together and feet together. Arms go down by your side. Head stays on the floor, palms are going to face up. All we're looking to do is just tilt the pelvis towards you, roll slowly up through the spine. You tilt the pelvis, roll slowly up, and then slowly roll down. So you're just trying to picture each vertebrae going up in sequence and down in sequence. And so you're still trying to keep ankles and knees together. The tendency will be that the knees want to move away. You're trying not to let that happen. You'll also want to tense the neck and shoulders. Try not to let that happen. Just roll slowly up and then roll slowly down. Good, tilt the pelvis, you roll slowly up and then roll slowly down. Okay, you're going to do just two more. Roll slowly up and then slowly roll down. Last one, roll up. Good, and then roll down. Okay, so keeping the knees together, take your arms out wide now so your wrists are in line with your shoulders, head stays down. Let your knees drop across to the right as your head turns to the left. Pull back to center. Let your knees go to the left as your head turns to the right. And again, you're going to make that movement quite rhythmical. So it's not in a hurry here, we're looking to stretch, but you're trying to feel that you're keeping your fingertips, your wrists, your elbows and your shoulder blades on the floor. Remember, the knees go one way, the head goes the other. You pull back to center by engaging the core. See how close to the floor can you get your knees as you go from side to side. Again, one way might feel much easier than the other. Good. Just do one more in each direction. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so now bring the arms into your body. Place the right ankle onto your left knee. Arms stay down by your side. You're now looking just to bring both knees towards your chest. So try and feel that stretch in your right hip. We try and relax neck and shoulders as you squeeze up and then slowly lower down. So you squeeze up and then slowly lower down. Again, just make sure you're not pressing your head into the floor. You're not clenching your jaw. The movement is rhythmical, so it's a nice steady breath. Breathing out as the knees come towards you. Good, we're going to do two more. Excellent, well done. Okay, now we change. So the right foot goes down, the left ankle goes onto that right knee. Remember, you're trying to keep that knee at right angles as best you can. Breathe out as you bring the right knee towards the chest. You squeeze up and lower down. Feeling that stretch in the hips. Squeeze and lower. Again, just relax the shoulders. Squeeze up, lower down. Squeeze up, lower down. So engaging your core muscles, shoulder blades stay down, out as you lift, squeeze and lower. Squeeze up and lower. Squeeze and lower. Good. So two more. Good. And rest there. Okay, take that left foot. Then you're just going to take your left knee over your right knee. So you've made a lock. You've locked the knees over one another. Take the left arm out to the side and place your right hand onto your left knee. Now all you're going to do is try and take your knees towards the floor, but keep your left shoulder down. So you're going to feel a big stretch in your left hip, but try and keep the shoulder down as you hold that stretch, breathing and relaxing. So the aim would be to try and get the left knee to touch the floor. It won't. But the key is to keep the left shoulder as close to the floor as you can. Feel that stretch in your hip, and maybe through the lower back, up into the chest, and maybe down the left arm. Good, just hold. Good, and then resting there. Okay, so you uncross, so you come out center and cross. We do the same as the other side. So right knee goes over left, make it a tight fit. Left hand goes onto right knee. Right arm goes out to the side. And then nice and slowly, just lower that knee towards the floor. Turn your head to look along the right arm. And again, just pull that knee down as you look along that right arm, aim is to try and keep the right shoulder on the floor as you aim to get the right knee to touch the floor. Okay, so it's all work in progress. We're trying to breathe and relax into this. And again, just pay attention to the difference between the two sides. Good. And then slowly come back to center and then cross. So I'm going to take those knees down. So this time you can have your knees hip width apart, so feet hip width apart. Just take your arms now directly above your chest. And all I want you to do here nice and slowly is reach the fingertips up to the ceiling and then let the shoulders just drop down into the ground. So you reach the fingertips to the ceiling and then the weight of the arms just thud down into the ground. You feel the shoulder blades crashing to the floor, but you also feel that sort of release of tension as you do that. Reach up, shoulders crash down. You reach up high, shoulders crash down. Reach up high, shoulders crash down. We're going to do two more. High, crash down. Last one. Good. Now from there, hopefully you've got space behind you. Both arms go back over the head. You then circle both arms down around to your hips. They touch the hips, and again, you slowly go back up and over the head. Remember, you're trying to keep the arms straight as you can for as long as you can. Trying to keep the fingertips, wrists, elbows, and shoulders on the floor for as long as you can. But pay attention, if you have discomfort, just ease into the movement. Don't force that movement. Make it nice and fluid. Try and keep the back fairly stable so you don't arch the back to compensate. And when your hands touch your hips next time, we're going to change direction. So you sweep the hands up around and then pull back down. So you sweep the hands out to the side, make that nice big circle, keep the arms straight as you can, and then again pull back down. Everything else stays relaxed. Good. Big circle. Okay, two more. Sweep around, pull down, last one, sweep around, and then pull down. That's good. Okay, so going back now to put your right ankle onto your left knee. This time keep the left foot flat on the floor, arms are into your body, palms are facing up. Slowly lift the hips up, and then you're going to slowly lower down. So you're lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. You're trying to keep your hips and your shoulders parallel. The tendency here is for the hips to tilt. Try and keep the pelvis and the shoulders parallel to one another as you lift up. And you're trying to lift the hips as high as you can, bearing in mind you've got the weight of the right leg as well to lift. So it's a lot harder work now on that left buttock and left hamstring. But again, make sure neck and shoulders stay relaxed. Good. Again, feel that you're rolling up. Good. And let's just do one more. Roll up. Good. And then down. So we're changing legs. Right foot goes on the floor, left ankle goes onto that knee. Again, think about pelvis and shoulders staying parallel. You tilt the pelvis towards you, you roll up, and then you slowly roll down. So you tilt the pelvis, you roll up, and then you slowly roll down. So just imagine you're staying on train tracks. You're not trying to slide off to the side. You stay up and down on that rail. Rolling up. Good. Engage the middle of the body. Relax neck and shoulders. Focus on your breathing. Keeping that right foot nice and balanced on the floor. Just do two more. Good. And then resting there. Well done. Okay. So bring both feet down together. Still working in this bridge position now. Ankles and knees squeeze together this time. Palms still facing up. Lift the hips as high as you can. You're going to keep those hips up high. And from there, we're just going to march on the spot. You drive one knee towards your chest, then the other knee towards your chest. Again, feel that you're keeping the hips stable. Breathing out as the knee comes towards you. Shoulders stay relaxed. So how close to the chest can you bring the knee? How stable can you be in the middle of the body? How relaxed can you be in neck and shoulders. Good. You work at your own tempo as you drive the knee up. Good. We're just going to do 4 more. Good. Good. So last one. Excellent. Well done. Now slowly, slowly lower those hips down. So from there, you're going to raise your right leg straight up in the air. Now put both hands behind your right knee. So the feeling is here, you're pushing your hip into the ground as you try and push the heel to the ceiling. At the same time, you're pulling your toes towards your face. Okay? At the same time, you apply just a little bit of traction as you pull that right leg towards you. Everything else stays relaxed. Just feel that. It starts to shake, just ease out of that stretch. Good. Now keeping the hands behind the knee, just bring that knee down onto your chest, as close to the chest as you can, and then from there, you're going to try and straighten the leg. So all the time you're putting the knee to the chest, and you're trying to straighten. Again, it's work in progress. It isn't necessarily going to happen. Keep pulling down as you try and straighten. Good. Keep breathing. Good. And then resting there. So you lower that leg down. So now we repeat with the left leg. So left leg goes straight up in the air to start off with. Hands go behind the knee. You're pushing your hip to the ground as you're pushing the heel to the ceiling. Neck and shoulders stay relaxed. Remember, there's a little bit of traction. You're pulling that leg towards you slightly. And make sure you're pushing the hip down as you push the heel up. And you pull the toes towards the face. Good. Keeping the hands behind the knee, bring that knee down onto your chest, keep as close to the chest as you can, and then from there you're going to try and slowly straighten that leg. All the time pulling the knee onto the chest, pushing your hip into the ground, pushing the heel to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Good. Good. And then resting there. Well done. Okay, put both feet down onto the floor. Good, and we're going to go up into a long sitting position. So long sitting position, left leg goes straight out in front of you, right foot is going to cross over that left knee. So you're going to pull the right knee towards your left shoulder, make sure you're on both sitting bones, and now your focus is to try and get your shoulders parallel to the ceiling, lift the head to the ceiling, keep your chin parallel to the floor. And really work on pulling those shoulder blades backwards and down. So I want you to feel that those muscles are tensing to pull those shoulder blades into posture as you hold there sitting up tall. That's good. Same time, you can pull the left toe towards your face to get that bigger stretch. Good. And then resting there. So now we change legs. So that right leg goes onto the floor. Left foot comes across. So you're trying to bring that left knee across towards your right shoulder. Get onto both sitting bones. Sit tall as you can. Lift the head to the ceiling. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Pull the shoulder blades backwards and down. Feel that stretch. So pulling the toe towards the face, you get that stretch in the back of your knee and in your calf. Good. Keep holding. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so if you have some cushions, you can use them if you want to. If not, whatever, you can take both legs as wide as you can. So the legs are wide, and straight away my posture suffers. I curve a little bit. I want you to try and sit as upright as you can. So just put your hands walking down your legs. So I'm trying to take my hands down my legs, but have the feeling I'm also trying to sit up, and I'm trying to keep my back as straight as I can. At the same time, I'm trying to push my legs into the ground. At the same time, I'm pulling my toes towards my face, just holding that there. Good. So now I'm going to take my left hand and take it over towards my right foot. And if I can, I'm going to grab hold of my toe, pull that toe towards me at the same time, trying to push my left hip into the ground. So I'm just reaching from there and again, leaning into that from the waist. So my chest is going forward, but I'm trying to feel that I'm leaning from the waist. If it's too much, just ease off on that stretch. Good. And then slowly, slowly ease out. We do the same to the other side now. So the left hand goes down, holds onto your shin. Right hand reaches across, tries to touch your big toe. And again, feel that you're pushing your right hip into the ground as you pull that toe towards your face. And again, from there, breathe and relax as you lean into that stretch. So all the time you're feeling I'm trying to get my chest closer to my knee, but I'm also trying to push my right hip into the ground. And I'm trying to relax, which isn't easy. Good, keep breathing. Good. And then resting there, so ease out of that. So finally, if you can, try and get your left hand onto your left big toe, right hand onto right big toe, because all of a sudden you feel that bit more flexible there now. And again, from there, pull the toes towards you, lean from your waist as you try and get your chest closer to the floor. And again, just feel the back of the leg stretch, but relax at the same time. Breathe into that, relax. Let the lower back relax as you hold. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so now you're going to bend the right knee, but the right knee stays on the floor. That right knee stays on the floor. My left leg goes behind me now. My left leg's gone out of the way. My right foot rests onto my left thigh. I'm staying fairly tall, and all I'm going to do is turn your chest over your right knee, and you're going to just start to lean down into that stretch. So your elbows go onto the floor, and you're trying to get your chin onto your right knee, providing that's okay. Just relax into that, just hold that stretch there. So again, you might feel it in your right knee, you might feel it in your right hip, you might not feel it anywhere. Just try and relax into that, breathe. Good. And from there, just walk your hands forward. So just keep walking those fingertips as far forward as you can, just holding that there. So you're extending that stretch now. So you're reaching, but still trying to relax. And from there, you walk your hands round to your right. So keep going around to your right as far as you can, staying close to the floor as you hold that stretch. Good. And now you walk your hands around in an arc to your left, and just go as far around as you can, and just hold that there. Good. And now you come all the way back to the start position. You roll yourself back up, bring those knees back, change legs. So the right leg goes behind you, the left foot rests onto the right thigh. You sit tall to start off with, and you just lean down over that left knee. So the elbows touch the floor, forearms touch the floor. Just relax into that first of all, before we extend the stretch. Good. Now from there, just walk your hands forward. So you're extending the stretch. Good. And then you walk your hands around to the left. You just hold that stretch. Good. And then in a nice arc, you walk the hands around to the right, stay as close to the floor as you can, and just breathe as you relax into that stretch. Good. Come back to center. And then slowly, slowly roll back up. Bring those knees together. Good. And up in your own time, back up onto your feet. Good. So just have your feet hip width apart, hand to go on hips. So we're just going to finish off just by circling those hips. That makes you feel nice and loose now, creating a lot of space there in hips. Good. Just circle those hips, then change direction. Good. And now we're just going to add some hamstring work. So you're just going to sit back onto your right heel as you pull that left toe towards your face. So it's always back onto the right as you pull the left toe towards your face. Just rock in. We'll do 3 more. Good. Feel that lengthening in that left hamstring. 2. Last 1. 3. Good. Then we change legs. So left foot goes back. Right foot comes towards you. So right toe towards you. Hips go back. Chest comes down. Feel that lengthening. Good. We'll do 2 more. Good. And then resting there. And we'll just finish off with some shoulder shrugs. So bring the shoulders up into the ears. Let the shoulders just drop down. And again, shoulders up into the ears. Shoulders just drop down. Last one, show us the ears and drop down. Fantastic, well done everybody. I hope you swing well tomorrow when you're playing golf. If you are playing golf, if not, enjoy yourself at the nightclub with those new moves.